How's it going, ladies and Bruces? I'm Bobby6Killer and welcome back to Tyranny. Now let's break this wind wall. I know that's what you've been waiting for. Let's do it. No, I don't want to peer into the storm. Fuck that. The wind wall parts as you hold the steadfast insignia aloft. Dust and debris swirl around a cone, shaped absence projected before you, which stretches into a tunnel of breathable air. The insignia's jewels begin to glow brightly, as if invigorated by this parting of the winds. Whatever dormant state the artifact occupied, it is now awake and full of new potential, should you desire to use it. Let's go!
I can't believe those winds just let us through. The path is still open, so I'd venture that anyone can follow us the way we came.
Find Stratus Herodin. The walls of the keep have been beaten and chipped away by both the storm and the bitter clash between the disfavored and the unbroken. Can it be? A figure approaches through the storm. The Regent's Skyblade seems ready to approach and welcome you. Dawning realization comes to her expression as she hoists up her weapon in a stance of challenge. Announce yourself, invader. We haven't sat in the eye of the storm for this long to become slaves of Kairos. Take us to Stratus Herodin. Barak advances on the guard with a menacing air. I don't want to hear any more of your petty threats or how much you love your country. Deliver us to the serpent at the heart of this nest. Whoa there, big boy. I just watched the storm all day. Stratus is behind the walls. She glances in your direction with wonder. The insignia! The sentry let out a startled yell. Someone bearing the Regent's insignia comes this way. She squints to make you out in the storm. Why have you come, stranger? Roar over the volume of the storm. The Skyblade's weapon wavers in her hand and her face turns an unhealthy pallor. She seems equally poised to drop it and run, or make a careless swing to open up some distance between you two. She furrows her brow and regains her bearing, advancing on you. You think I haven't screamed into the storm before? That my desperation to see home hasn't ripped from my throat when I least suspected? You think I haven't breathed in my weight in rust and debris? And that my throat isn't as raw and parched as yours? Then come at me, and we'll see who roars the loudest.
Your days end here.
I don't think it's loudest wins, to be honest. I don't think that's how it works. Oh, that missed altogether. What a waste of an attack. Fail. Fail whale. Boom.
I'll omit that from the record.
Do you guys seriously think you can stop us?
This weapon is entirely worthless.
Shut up, Landry. You keep getting new weapons and you keep saying that. It's a good weapon, goddammit. It's the best weapon we've found so far. For you. So shut up. Stop your whinging. You whinging prick. Artists, man.
Spotted something.
Ah! Dicks. Well, you know, at least we didn't get an injury. Let's do it. Round two. Did I hear roaring a minute ago? The sentry trembles with his weapon drawn. I can only guess that that's my countryman's gore on your boots, invader. I warn you that I'm ready to put up a better fight, and your fragile shrieks won't unnerve me. Out of my way, peon! No amount of stalwart rats can keep me from wrapping my hands around the Regent's throat. You're smart enough to recognize that us standing here means the Regent's time is over. He pauses and regards you with new respect. You may be right, but I have a duty to protect the Regent and the dignity of my position. I won't hesitate to take up arms against you if you try anything reckless. He speaks as if the prospect gives him no pleasure. I wish that Herodin was more inclined to negotiate for a better option, but he's leaving that responsibility in Kairos' lap. He acts as if we can wait out the storm until it passes, but the rest of us aren't so sure. That sounds like a challenge to me. If you wipe the grit from your eyes, maybe you'll see that we've come with more than honeyed words at our disposal. I think the Regent mistakes his place in the matter. He's the one who suspends this war with inaction. and we will be only too happy to strip him of that distinction. I suggest you turn back the way you came, however it is you got here, and inform your superiors that we will not be budged. He hesitates and prepares to speak further. A voice bellows from the other side of the portcullis. Stay your weapons and raise the gate. I would speak with our guest. He looks over his shoulder and frowns. Step forward and present yourself then. Keep a respectful tongue, and you won't have any trouble. I'll do what I fucking want, man. Think you can stop us? There's a few of them, though. Stalwart's ruler looks at you with a mixture of caution and amazement. His gaze lingers on the steadfast insignia. That explains how you were able to pierce the winds. But why have you come? Not to liberate an enemy, I think. He squints. The long isolation has taken its toll, but we aren't deaf to news of the outside world. I think I recognize a Fatebinder when I see one, so logic follows that you are the keeper of Vendrian's well. Herodin! Barrack pounds his fists together hard enough to shake the earth. Come out and face us, coward! You've dodged this reckoning long enough. The Regent blinks. Do I know you? Your face. What little I can make of it eludes me. He sniffs and returns his attention to you. Your friend here seems a mite unstable for emissary work. You're not wrong. I'd say he's unstable for any kind of work. We've survived in the Overlord's prison for over a year. I live on, and so the Regent bloodline endures. Even the disfavored couldn't breach Kairos' wind wall when the edict crashed upon our heads. Though I'm less certain how you managed. He regards you with a hint of resignation. You didn't travel this far to deliver terms of surrender, did you? I'm here for the daughter of Graven Ash. You will return her to us, fiend, alive and unharmed, or so help me the people of Stalwart won't even recognize your remains. His eyes narrow. While I live, this is the safest fortress in all the tiers. Amelia is in better hands than anyone else on Territus. As your prisoner, depraved monster, release her now or perish by my hand. If you've come to liberate her, I assure you the effort has been wasted. She isn't going anywhere. We will see about that, Regent. The choice is yours. Is it? You've come to take my fortress, my people, and my life. As my nation's sovereign, I merely stand in defense of Stalwart. I'm not ignorant of my part in this equation. The edict can only be ended with the blood of the last Regent, just as Kairos decreed, he nods. I must warn you, I haven't survived this long only to be cut down by Kairos' lapdog. I endured the war, the disfavored suicide march, and the long isolation of this storm. I won't make it easy. What have you gained from this long stalemate beyond the hatred of your people? He hesitated to answer at first and screws his face into a grimace. The people do not know what is best for Stalwart. We need a strong leader who understands the tradition of the realm, whose blood is part of that storied heritage. If they spite me for preserving our strength here and outlasting the war, so be it. I did not accept this mantle for adoration. What have I gained? I've kept Stalwart alive in this self-imposed prison. Whatever else you may think, the desperation to reach this place and end my life only confirms the righteousness of that decision, as hard as it's been. You've delayed your death long enough, Regent. No more hiding. Typical that the attendants of Kairos present no agreeable terms. You may distort the histories to reflect that I forced this confrontation, but everyone here will remember that, when your overlord locked me in an impossible choice, I chose Stalwart. Herodin turns away and heads through the portcullis. No one here will be alive, I assure you.
I am a shield warrior to myself. Will do.
No one will be here to remember that, because they will all be dead. I guarantee it. Man, we need to get our accuracy up. We need more finesse on our main guy. Because he's missing a lot.
I'll admit that from the record.
Barrack's tanking over there like a champ. What a great guy. He's such a great guy.
This weapon is entirely worthless.
And apparently unstable. But, you know, he's a great guy nonetheless. Alright, let's do this. You guys aren't going to stop us. Not at all. You know that, right? You're just going to die for no reason.
This weapon is entirely worthless.
Not saying I wouldn't kill you anyway, just because I can. Because I'm evil, alright? I'm fucking evil as.
Pay attention, kids.
That's how we
You
do.
might learn something.
I'm all about that evil, yo. All about that evil. Alright. What do we got here? Stuff? More like crap. But anyway. We have another duder here. You're all on your own.
I got it.
That doesn't seem very safe for you. Being all on your own and stuff. See, Verse is now an archer all the time, and she's still the only one who's fucking injured. How does she manage it? I don't understand how she manages it. One broken spear. Well, we might as well keep the broken spear. We'll just use strength. Brute force, how we do. It's our thing, yo. Alright, what do we got in here? Stalwart is ours.
Come at me, grave meat. Stalwart prevails.
No one will stop us.
Afraid of death, worm.
I'll omit that from the record.
Come on. Whomp him. Yeah, we're a little bit hurt. I'll give you that. They're hurting us. There's quite a lot of them. And they seem to take quite a bit to take down. Alright, he's done though.
Will do.
Okay, we are limiting their numbers quite dramatically now. This is going fine. She's on fire. That's awesome. Dude, I am evil. I love her with the bow. I should have done that from the start, had her with the bow. Don't know what I was thinking. I just like the idea of dual wielding swords. That was cool. And having an extra range character is pretty badass. Especially for when we get funneled, which happens all the time. Whomp him. Nice. We have no new injuries. That's pretty great. Couldn't have asked for a better result than that, really. Okay, we got duders down here. What else we got? Loot.
I am out of practice, but I'll try.
Ah, you'll manage. You'll be fine. Well, there's dudes everywhere. Alright, guess we'll take these guys first because we know where they are. Resolute Blade, he looks tough. Let's get him. Oh wow, she can archer from up there. That's pretty awesome. If they can attack from up there with the high ground, that is a fantastic position to be in.
I'll omit that from the record.
Will you just? Well done.
Come and face my iron.
This guy's really strong. Ah, he's on fire. That's what you get. That's what you get for fucking with us. You get to be on fire, asshole. Healer, please heal. We're in need of heal.
Take that.
I think you left your power up a little bit too late. And your range dudes aren't gonna do shit. Fuck, she's got some range. Holy Jesus.
I got it.
She's hitting them from up there. And doing ridiculous damage.
I got it.
Come on. And she's on fire.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
You don't need to tank that one, Barrack. The archer's gonna kill that one, no problem. Verse is taking her out. Yeah, just like that. Okay, we got a new injury. That sucks. But we're still in pretty good shape, I think, overall. Not too worried. What do you got? Stalwart Great Axe. Is that any good? Yep, that's good. Weapon swap.
I got it.
Why are you not wielding it?
I got it.
Where are we going? This place is huge. Oh, disfavored coming in. Make for the keep. The Regent is in retreat. Well, I kind of want to go back the other way then, if it's all happening over here. They don't really need my help.
Found something.
Trap detected? Where? Alright, let's go help these guys first.
Champion.
Feel like it would be remiss for us not to help them. But then we're gonna head back and... Actually no, let's get up there and then we can finish exploring it later. I think that's a plan. I don't want to leave them to fight without us. I think we're better off just to do what they want us to do and then we'll go back. Dude, you're so dead right now. Yes, indeedy. Super dead. More stuff. You know how much I love stuff. It's my favorite. Is there no lock around here that we cannot pick? We seem to be able to pick all locks. We are fucking good at picking locks, man. Oh, lots of gear. Iron boots, nobleman's tunic, nobleman's hat. Quick check. Nobleman's hat. Nobleman's tunic? Yep. Let's change the hat just so it matches. Ha! It's a turban. Very cool. Do I look like a fucking turban guy to you? Alright.
Come at me, Grace.
Jesus. There's a lot more dudes than I expected.
Pay attention, kids. You might learn something.
Can we tank this many? This is an intimidatingly large amount of enemies. Healer, we're gonna need you to pull ass and fucking heal like you should be. Need you to heal lots.
Got you now.
Rapidly and effectively. Barracks in a bad way. We're doing okay, we're doing okay. Not great, but okay. We should be able to pull this one off, no problem. But we might have a bit of damage to us afterwards. Actually, yeah, kill this guy. The ranged ones go down fast and they're always very dangerous.
Get back here.
Whomp him.
Blood spills.
Come on, take him out. I'll take that one out. Nice. Sweep. Nice. That's how we do. Sunder. Okay, now we're in fine shape.
Right.
That wasn't so bad. That went quite well, actually. We got no new injuries. Ooh, a shield. And we also got a level up for Barrack, so that's good too.
That wasn't so hard.
What is this? The Jewel of Fortune. Lucky. Alright, so we got Jewel of Fortune. I guess we'll put that on you, I suppose. Because we can. Is this what does this do now? Regent's Pride. Steadfast Stand. Okay. Grant nearby allies resolve and increase resistance to being knocked prone or pushed back. Okay. We'll put them on Barrack? No. Or on you. Haste and regenerating. I don't know, I'll put them on you, I guess, for now. Is this shield any good on you? Eh. It's got considerably more parry, but considerably less dodge. More endurance, but less recovery. It's much of a muchness, really, isn't it? Oh yeah, we got a level up too. I forgot about that. Maybe we're going to put one into resolve again. Keep pushing that resolve up. And as far as tanking goes, have we got Defender's Watch here? We do. We'll do this one to boost defense on everyone nearby. Sounds like a plan to me. And looks like we're going into this door. Find the Regent. Alrighty. Lots of dead bodies. Disfavored have already been here, clearly. That's fine. Fine and dandy. Yeah, here we go. It's the final stand by the look of it. I've been waiting a long time to finish what we started, Regent. You sat with your cowardice and shame long enough, haven't you? He draws his weapon. If you beg me for death, I will make it painless. And here the disfavored go on about honor and glory of war. They're just principled butchers like the rest of us. I won't deny that we take satisfaction from our work, but it's never anything beyond that. Work. If you want to see me on my knees, you'll have to prop up my corpse for the delight of your inbred cohorts. But don't speak to me of cowardice and bravery. The disfavored needed Kairos' arcana to prevail in the end. I'm sure that an army of lice-bitten rats could have succeeded with those odds on their side. You took a legion hostage, and didn't have the nerve to meet us on the field of battle, coward. Demetrius advances a step. I will earn Ash's favor when I bring him your head, and no one in Stalwart will weep for your demise. Something in the Regent's demeanor shifts as he catches your eye, so the Fatebinder joins the fray. You might not like your odds if you brought so much backup. Your timing is impeccable, Fatebinder. He gestures to Herodin. Let's put down this sick dog together. You should have done the right thing and ended the edict yourself, Stratus. This is on you. I'll not stand here and countenance another moment of your judgment. I have acted for the interests of Stalwart, and if I die today, I die a patriot. The only patriots here are those of us who showed up to ram the disfavored standard up your creaky stern. Come on, let's end this edict together, old man. Demetrius and his soldiers advance.
Your days end.
His soldiers? He has no soldiers. He's literally on his own.
Got you now.
Go!
I'll tear your skeleton out by your ass.
Alright, we're doing good. Keep it up, guys. We're looking pretty healthy. Pretty healthy. The battle is turning into a mess, but we're okay. We're okay. He's dead.
Will do.
Big swing, big swing. Nice.
Come and feast my eyes.
Finish this one off.
I got it.
Attention, kids. You might learn something.
There's only 2 left. And one of them is the boss man. He's down. 1 left. Come on, finish this bitch off. Die! Excellent. The Regent lies on the ground, bloodied and defeated. He extends his good arm and drops his weapon. If only I had the breath to spend defying you, but I fear the fight has left me. What a moment to witness the last of stalwart defenders shattering under the disfavored boot. Demetrius beams with pride and rears back to kick Herodin in the head, but stops himself. I'll give you the honors. Let's kill this wretch and put an end to the edict at last. One of Stratus' soldiers moved between you and Herodin, tearing off her helmet. I won't let you do this. It's Amelia. Amelia, is that you? Demetrius' weapon nearly falls from his hand as he salutes. I hardly recognize you. Why are you fighting with the Regent's personal guard? What is the meaning of this? Before you get sanctimonious about why I'm here, take a good hard look at what you've done. She takes a concerned inventory of Stratus' injuries. I am not the northern warlord I once was. She winces at the very thought. Sitting out the conflict made me see this conquest from a different perspective. She looks at you with a plea in her eyes. We were wrong. Kairos led us from the right path centuries ago. We marched south to finish the overlord's work, but... She squeezes her eyes shut. Don't you see that the tears are the last chance for us to make this right? Amelia! The Regent's voice softens. You don't have to say anything further. The Regent is beaten, the keep is ours. Will you cooperate? Never. I know what atrocities you and the rest of Tunon's ilk are capable of visiting upon us. I know what my father does to traitors and deserters. My father, her voice catches, and in a moment, takes a moment to find her words. I love my father, but is nothing compared to the love I felt for the father of... Amelia, please be silent. Stratus looks to her with desperation. It's over, you understand? I'm dying. Save your strength for more important things. He turns to you with a resolved expression, and you know he's has almost too much blood in it to maintain it. I am the last of the Regents. If you mean to end the Edict of Storms, then I accept my fate. For Ashen the Disfavored, I vow to give you a clean death. To be sure, it's more than he deserves. Strike him down, Fatebinder. Before you can take action, you catch Amelia beginning to raise her weapon from the corner of your eye. Amelia, stop! Stratus winces, hardly possessing the energy to argue. You have to keep your promise, remember? The focused, determined air around Amelia falls to resignation. She delivers a curt nod and leaves the room, darting you a killing look on the way out. Amelia disappears into another room, unwilling to watch what you're about to unfold. Kill the Regent, Fatebinder. Let's put this shameful chapter of the conquest behind us, along with the Edict of Storms. He spares a final look at Stratus Herodin. You should be proud, Regent. In death you'll accomplish more than you ever did in life. You'll excuse me if I disagree, you northern pig. Stratus looks up at you with hope and pain in his eyes. The captain goes down with the ship, but you die a coward. You take up a fallen sword from the floor and drive it through Stratus Herodin's heart, killing him instantly. Stratus' body falls to the ground, and you watch the blood pool on the floor in silence. There is a feeling of anticipation in the air, but as the seconds pass, it never materializes into anything. The surge of arcane energy and sense of relief you experienced in Ascension Hall is missing. You hear the howl of the storm outside and realize that the edict endures. Demetrius furrows his brow in confusion. The last of the Regents is dead, and yet Kairos' storm continues. What could we have possibly missed? From across the hall you hear a faint cry, a baby's cry, and realization dawns on you. Are you serious? I have to kill a baby because it's the next Regent? The fuck? That's a bit fucked up, man. That's a little bit fucked up. That is a fucking good shield. Okay, that is still fucked up though, right? I'm not wrong in thinking that's fucked up? Alright, here we go. Blocking the doorway, Amelia regards you with eyes that brim with tears, yet blaze with hints of her father's grim resolve. She has armored herself in disfavored raiment to face you down. Stay away from my daughter, you will not have her. Oh no, no. By the Archon's mercy, don't let this be so. Barrett covers his face and howls softly. Your daughter is the Regent heir? Now that you've killed Stratus Herodin, she is. Amelia draws herself up and glares at you. She has nothing to do with Kairos or the Edict. You have no right to judge her on the basis of blood. Did you know this would prolong the Edict? We suspected that the bloodline would implicate my baby in Kairos' eyes, but I knew nothing for certain until this moment. She shakes her head. Don't ask me to interpret the Overlord's heartless design. I have no love for this edict, if that's what you're asking. It's torn a noble realm to pieces, fractured the pillar of their culture. It's ruined countless lives. She releases a heavy sigh and hardens her intense gaze, but I have a responsibility to the people of Starwart to preserve their heritage and leadership. My father and the other Archons destroyed this nation. She and I, Amelia glances back at the crib, then quickly focuses back on you. We can help put it together. What a naive notion. I'd have thought better of you. But this shows nothing but contempt for all the disfavored accomplished and sacrificed in the conquest. Demetrius shakes his head with disapproval. How is this possible? Do you need me to draw it out for you? Because there are a few ways it can happen, and people get confused about these things. First, Verse lifts her leg above her head. but he cut her off with a gesture. My union with Stratus the Younger. Even in remembrance, Amelia doesn't shed her warlike resolve. He showed me kindness behind these walls, and taught me about Stalwart and the Tears, the culture and heritage that made these people the pride of the realm. He died in the 3rd year of the conquest. A disfavored spear pinned him to the ground he fought to defend, and he never rose again. The Regent remained in sentinel stand for her protection. The edict was his responsibility to shoulder, not hers. She tips her head down in challenge. My daughter will not be another victim of Kairos' conquest. She has the blood of the North coursing through her veins, and no one has the right to take her life. The child must die to end the edict. Stand aside or share her fate. Heartless piece of shit, you'll not touch my daughter. Amelia draws her weapon and lunges at you.
Send me your champion!
This is awful, but I have to do this. We have to end the edict. Man, Ash is going to be pissed when he hears that I killed not only his daughter, but his granddaughter.
Well,
Amelia lies in a pool of blood, whimpering and reaching for her daughter's crib. Then she falls still. From across the room you hear a baby redouble her cries. The lieutenant stares down at Amelia's body, his expression softer for a moment. A tragedy, for us, for the North, for Ash. He clears his throat and gestures at the crib. Better handle it then. Outside, the storm continues its assault upon the keep. Its unyielding howls cannot silence the cries from across the room. Only one thing can. Can I get this guy to do that? I don't want to do it. I want him to do it. Can he do it for me? I'm not fucking keen, man. I'm not keen at all. Entropic. That's not bad. Lustian subterfuge. Lustian parry. I kind of need those. I'm not sure if parry's that important now, actually. Now that she's ranged all the time. Fuck it. Can I get you to do it? Oh, goddamn. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. This is bullshit. Order a companion to kill the baby. Barrack, do what needs to be done.
this is the great general's last heir. Even if she's born of the South, an atrocity, she's family to the disfavored.
His armor squeals from some rusted piece, tightening against another. I'll get Verse to do it.
This is no easy task, and I would expect none of us to take it lightly.
Verse hates the disfavored.
Some may have it easier than others, I suppose.
He glares at Verse, yeah.
Hey, did I cast an edict on the stalwart bloodline? Did I sow a piglet that would inherit the enemy realm? If the answer to any of these questions is no, then fuck off.
Verse hates Ash, she hates the disfavored, and she's a bloodthirsty maniac, so yeah.
I guess that's the most any of us can ask for, isn't it? Think of all the things she won't see. And yet she's about to go somewhere I've never been.
Verse stands above the crib. Moving too fast for an eye to see, she jabs down once with her dagger and withdraws it, wiping the blade clean on a blanket. The baby doesn't even make a sound, but you hear one less breath being drawn. Silence descends upon the hall. For a moment it seems as if the winds outside have halted their dance. A loud crash against the hall doors breaks the stillness. Outside, the storm begins to whip about furiously, sending dust and debris into the chamber. At first you think the force of arcane power dissipating is enough to carve the skin from your bones, a sensation you attribute to the Edict of Storms. But it cools just as quickly. Ah, yeah, we're breaking the edict again. The winds buffeted the keep have abated. Outside, an eerie silence pervades the air, a stillness that hasn't visited Stalwart for a long time. You can hear the very symbols that brought the Edict of Storms into being, each syllable proclaiming itself from a newfound corner of your mind. It would seem the edict is now a part of you. Ah, I can hear the wind subsiding at long last. The edict has passed, and soon we may even see the skies over Stalwart. The death of the babe, a terrible thing, and yet we've returned so much life to these beleaguered lands. I don't know if anything can redeem this act, but the Legion may venture to try. Preserving all that make disfavored right, our deeds, our honor, that will be absolution enough. The babe had the blood of the North, after all. She would have wanted that. The stalemate between the unbroken and disfavored is at an end. A victory that can't be measured in rings. Thank you, Fatebinder. I'll remain at Sentinel's stand to secure this location, and send word to Ash of your excellent work. Ended Kairos' Edict of Storms. Okay. What are our current missions right now? Speak with Graven Ash. He's gonna be pissed. Isn't he? I think he's gonna be pissed. Yeah. I thought they would add new evidence. Ash's daughter colluded with the Unbroken Regent, producing an heir. Alright, well. We're gonna leave this episode here. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out with me, and in the next one, we will go and see Graven Ash.